Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another DVD and Blu-ray update. Yeah, in the beginning it was weird. I showed you all already on my Instagram. I got this from my brother. It's a bloodstain from Friday the 13th. The 13th, cool pillow, bloodstain pillow thingy, cool collector's item. The first one is the Blu-ray of a sequel from the movie from 2004. It's Anchorman 2, and it's directed by Adam McKay with Paul Rudd, Steve Carell, Will Ferrell, and David Koechner. Sorry, yeah, I always forget his name. Whammy. Yeah, of course. The first one is a classic, a really cult movie. Very hard to make a sequel to that because it's a weird kind of humor. There are people who totally dislike this kind of films, but when you like it, most of the times you really are a big fan, because this director, he does what he wants. It's not for everyone, Anchorman, but I'm a huge fan. It had a cinema release, then didn't have a cinema release, and 2 days after people were complaining, it did get a small release. So for I think 2, maybe 3 weeks. So a lot of people did really disliked it. Big fans of the first one. Yeah, I didn't even finish watching this. Yeah, and it's hard to make a movie all based on such a classic. To top that or make this as funny. This one is exactly 10 years later. It's also set in the 80s this time, and Ron Burgundy is now presenting the news with his wife. There's a spot as a lead anchor, and she gets the job and he gets fired by Harrison Ford's character in this movie. He said he's the worst anchorman he knows, and he's getting in a funk, breaks up, and he got a chance to make news at a new news station called GNN. They make news every hour of every day, and he needs his whole team back and try to prove himself that he's worthy, that he's a success, as proven to his former wife. And the movie consists it's a lot of crazy stuff. Maybe sometimes some scenes are taken too long, but overall I thought it was really funny. It had some funny jokes, made actually some homages to the first movie. Weird actually, because it's the same makers, but I really enjoyed it. So is it good as the first one? No, it's really hard to top that. I really have to make a review after I've seen this a couple of times. I've seen it once, and Anchorman I saw seen 30 times, maybe less, more. A lot. I saw those movies a lot, so it's really hard to make a real comparison between the two. I can only do that if I saw this one also a couple of times. But for overall, I really enjoyed it. Look forward to see the extras. That's always good with this kind of movies. The extras are also a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, so yeah. Tell me what you think. Did you really expect it to be better than the first one? I don't think anyone did. Everyone was kind of skeptical, I think. Skeptical and looking forward to it, maybe mixed feelings. But I really enjoyed it. The next movie is a movie directed by Ben Stiller. Is The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, starring Ben Stiller as Walter Mitty. He works works at Times Magazine, where he doesn't have a very interesting life, and most of the times he tries to live is in his fancy. He zones out into a fancy world where he climbs mountains, do whatever, be a hero, that kind of stuff. But he isn't, and at the point he could lose his job, and a lot of people out there, he has forced himself to find a photograph somewhere, and he had to go out, find a photographer who's played by Sean Penn, and he tried to make the set to get more out of his life. And it's a very funny movie. And though maybe the one thing I could complain about is it's kind of an independent movie, but there's a lot of product placement in it. For Times Magazine, eHarmony, Papa John's, Cinnabon, and they really had to script something in there to make a commercial about that, because there's one scene between Kristen Wiig and Jerry character and Ben Stiller's character, and they use the word Papa John like 4 or 5 times, and it really felt forced. They had to put it in there. Cinnabon, there's one point they say, how is your Cinnabon taste, shot of Cinnabon, and that's kind of a movie really didn't need for. Yeah, of course they need to get money to make that movie, but these kind of movies you don't really want to see that. But overall, if you see around that point, it's a very, very funny, beautiful movie with a great soundtrack. But maybe less product placement next time will be more, make the movie even better. The next two are Blu-rays from Pixar. So Monsters & Co. and Monsters University. The first one, it's a while ago, been a while that I've seen it, but I really loved it. Pixar movies most of them are very good. On some sequels are Cars 1 and 2, they were not the highest points of Pixar. But this overall, this is a very, very good movie. And Monsters University, I really enjoyed it. I thought they did a great job of the traditional university stuff, like the normal films, what happens there, but they show it how it here works for the monsters, how they get to the job to work at Monster Incorporated, and how they became those two guys, and how they became friends. So, well, it's a fun entertaining film. So guys, the warm-release Blu-rays for this update. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. This was Lang Besteden, why not?